Hello everyone, I'm going to be walking you through the installation of Ubuntu 11.04. As you can see, I have the installation booted up, and we're presented with a menu here that allows us to either try Ubuntu or install Ubuntu. The install Ubuntu option will give you a much simpler interface, and the try Ubuntu menu option will actually let you try out Ubuntu in a live environment. In this case, we're just going to install Ubuntu. And as you can see, we're presented with a few options. We passed all the requirements for the best results. We're given an option to download updates while installing and install third-party software like MP3 plugin to allow playing MP3s. In this case, we're just going to go with the default, but you can check whichever one you want. Um, Now, this is where we get into partitioning. Partitions are essentially like logical definitions of your physical hard disks. It allows you to specify how big a partition is. You can have specific partitions to do specific things, like your temp directory, your home directory, and stuff like that. Um, in this case, we're just going to erase the disk and install Ubuntu, but I'm going to show you um, the actual options for specifying your partition table. So as you see here, you can create a new partition table. Click continue. It's going to start with your free space. You're going to add a partition, and as you can see here, you can specify the size of it. You can specify the file system type. Usually you want to default to extension 4, that's the default used here. Then you can specify the mount point. You can have everything under the root mount point, which is just a slash, and then you would just need a swap area. But we're actually going to be just using the entire disk here, so we're going to cancel out and go back. And then I'm going to erase the disk and install Ubuntu. Okay, install now. And while it's installing, we're actually allowed to choose things like time zone and create a user and stuff like that. This has been implemented in recent versions. Actually going to put Toronto. Yep. Just waiting. USA. You can choose your keyboard layout. In this case, we're using USA. Now, for the name, you can enter all this stuff. You're gonna choose your username and password. I'm just gonna use YouTube. Choose your password. It'll tell you if it's weak or strong or medium. You choose to log in automatically, which will actually bypass the actual process of entering your password and stuff like that. You choose to encrypt your home folder. In this case, I'm going to leave it at the default. For security reasons, you would actually want to keep the option of requiring a password to log in. And while this installs, I'm going for a break. And we're back. And as you can see, the installation is complete. Now it's asking you to restart the computer, and you're actually gonna have to remove the disk to actually use the new installation, or else what would happen is it would boot into the disk again. So we are going to restart now. Um, I'm actually going to be doing more videos like this. It was kind of a half-assed video. I really only did it to kind of complete the series that I plan on doing later on. Um, Next video we'll get into stuff like overviewing the default installation applications, the interface, stuff like that. And then later on we'll get into stuff like installing applications, updating packages, all that stuff. And we'll see where things go from there. So, yeah, that's about it. Restart. And you'll have your installation.